he lived on my floor freshman year, and he was one of my first good friends at American. We used to do a lot of stuff together, since we were both into like similar kinds of music, sort of. Since so we went to a bunch of like shows together, and we did a bunch of mischief, and we had a radio show together. And then he kind of got kind of weird. He liked to be by himself a lot.
I don't have any friends anymore. There's usually no one around. And life is also, it's still fun, but it's a different kind of fun. I don't have too many new and exciting experiences anymore. I watch a lot of TV. Recently, I purchased the TiVo. It really helps out for when I have to go to class and when I have to go to work. I don't have to miss television shows. And also I can fast forward through commercials now, so I can watch a lot more television in a shorter amount of time.
From the first day of school, he was ready and willing to drink, and drink in excess. We started around 7 o'clock, and by 10 we were pretty much trashed. There are photos that show him in some pretty inappropriate poses. He's vanished from my life almost completely. I've seen him maybe twice this semester.
I feel like he's from when like before I knew him, he's different from then to now. Well, from what I gather, he spends most of his time enjoying TiVo. Well, I know this summer we watched The Real Gilligan's Island, really into The Amazing Race, and I watch it every so often. Full House is of course a big one, and I know that's still a big one.
I heard rumors that he was watching a lot of Full House, like continuously, like it was on and they would watch them all in a row. And once like one season, once it like the show ended, he started from the beginning and started watching it over. So I imagine that he loops shows like Full House on repeat and kind of creepy things like that.
It was me, Dan, and Annie Gardner. We were in Dan's room, and Matt was outside the room in the living room, just doing some homework or something. I walk outside the room, and I see Matt crouched over his homework, like reciting lines or talking to the characters on Full House. And then he just turned around and looked very sheepish, like, and I just didn't want to interrupt anything, so I went back and played some more Mario Party.
Style, that's the motif. Now what we need are some words. Me, my partner happens to be the
King of comedy.
Ready, Joey? Be fun.
Hey, what a great audience. So, where are you from?
Cut it out.
Matt and I met because we lived next to each other in the dorms on the infamous Hughes 5. He was not watching Full House at the time. Now he's sort of spiraled downward. We don't go out as much. He doesn't buy me things. He stays inside a lot. Doesn't hang out with anyone. Well, the best day of his life was meeting Bob Saget. It's not anything that has to do with me, naturally.
There's nothing not in Full House. It's everything you could ever want.
I hate Full House. I hate it. I can't get away from it. I watch the same episode about twice a week. It's awful. It's awful.
I identify with being Stephanie a lot because she's the middle child and I'm an only child, and I feel like we have a lot to connect on that level.
Well, he can watch as much Full House as he wants as long as I'm not there and I don't have to hear about the storylines later on, which is a part of our relationship currently.
Now I feel like I'm moving on, I'm growing older, I'm maturing, and now I watch Full House to kind of learn those lessons of how to take care of a family and how to be a responsible adult.
He liked to go out, he liked to do things with people, he was always around people. He would usually stay up much later. Now he goes to bed at 10.
I mean, I'm certain some of these plots will run a little thin. I see myself continuing to live kind of this minimal lifestyle. I like my life. I think it's good. I'm content with myself.
to predictability. The milkman